Hey everybody, welcome back to the Small Cap Recap. It is June 28th, Thursday. I'd like to get into some movers from yesterday and as usual discuss the overall market. So you can see on the Dow, we've had some significant breakage of the 200-day moving average, which I think is getting, if you watch CNBC and all these media outlets, they make you feel very concerned. But in my opinion, I don't think, especially on the Dow, until we get to these lows near 23.5 to 23.3, I think that's when everyone should start to get a little bit more concerned. You can see the SPY, not at the 200-day yet, but following the Dow, and then the Russell, coming down as well. Still looking a little bit more bullish, given this whole protectionist policy. So VXX has definitely been in play the past couple of days, guys, and I think this 40 level is going to be the level to watch. If that breaks, it could signify, the market turning. And more importantly, if we get over the 100-day on the daily chart, maybe we see a retest of this 45 level. So definitely watching the VIX and just keeping in the back of my mind, what's happening with the overall market. What has it meant for small caps? Absolutely nothing. These things are in their own little world. So today I wanted to talk about a theme which is overstaying your welcome. This has been a reoccurring theme. Everyone wants to trade and feel like they're working all day, but lately, after the first hour and a half to 2 hours tops, things tend to get crowded and choppy fast. So we can talk about DFBG, which was one that I don't think anybody expected this type of move. Company, and I personally misinterpreted the headline. I thought the whole company got acquired, and usually when that happens, the company, the acquisition price, the stock will hover near that. But this was only a buyout of the majority of the company. So pre-market, this thing went from, this thing was trading at 80 cents yesterday, and it goes to 550, which is absolutely insane. So for me, I don't really, you try and figure out a valuation in terms of the shares outstanding, what they're getting purchased for, etc. But in this type of market, I think that's a fool's game. Try to figure out what the real valuation is. All I know is that, when they're fetching, I think it was like over 1.5 billion. It's a shit ton of money for a small market cap company like this. So expect crazy games. And if you're going to trade it, trade the morning. So again, I can't show the pre-market. There was a significant resistance at 550, which was the initial pre-market breakout zone. And I was saying in chat, if we get, once we were chopping, this is just a really good channel. And then the flag. So 520, I think, was the significant zone on the breakdown. And then once that broke, it went from 550 to 350. That's a 2-point move. I'd be taking those profits and not getting greedy, especially in this market. And you can see sometimes I use the 13 EMA, sometimes I don't. I like to use it lately because once it reclaims, this is when I'm usually a little bit more, this is when you want to step away. Just to show you guys from a trend standpoint, and then this perfect trend all morning where it was readily available to short. Shorts had to cover, combined with people that are still bullish once it held 350, I guess you could say, and then just squeeze city. Not an easy trade at all unless you were long in this. So good example of overstaying your welcome. Another one, PED. In terms of the long side, this was absolutely insane. Anytime these oil and gas companies restructure, we saw it happen back in the day with like EXXI and all those stocks. Anytime they restructure, it usually leads off the sympathy plays. And PED, I think, restructured 75 million in debt into notes. So in the short term, that's good for the company. And I think the headline on this came out last night after the market closed, which is why most people were not aware. And perfect F1 this morning, over 60. It was just sitting at 30, so I think a lot of people were like, oh, this thing's already up a lot. But it's about a 5 million share float. So what happened? Float rotation all day. And I mean all day. 30 cents to where it is now, 370. It peaked out at. So really crazy. I'll be watching this one today, but have a feeling the borrow situation is, and that's going to be easy. So another example of if you were trying to fight this short, I said this on Twitter, the longer I get in a trade and I'm not green, means I'm about to be wrong for longer. So I'm usually very quick to get out. I tried to dabble the short here for the possible, double or triple top. Cut it quick, break even. This thing halted like 20 times, so it was not an easy trade at all. But another great example of overstaying. You're welcome. Even on the VIX, see a lot of people trading this, and you can kind of trade it inversely with the S&P and the Dow. But on the VIX, the market had a really nice rip in the morning, so the VIX went from 3650 to about 3550. And then all day right to 39. So a great example of overstaying your welcome. It's not been an easy market, guys. It's been the type of market to just nail and bail. If you can make 10 to 20% within the first hour to 2 hours, I'm the type to take it. Take a step back. Add a little structure to your trading um, environment in terms of noon, take a little break. Make sure you include those breaks because sitting behind the screen all day, I think is going to increase your chance of FOMO and make you want to get involved. So be interesting to see this PED set off a couple of sympathy movers. YUMA went from 40 to 90. CEI went from 20 to 60. So we've seen this happen with shippers, AI, you name it, crypto. So looking forward to seeing what type of sympathies we get today and looking to finish the week strong. Fun market to trade, so check us out in chat, guys. Me and Foos have been having fun tag teaming stocks and commentating them along the way, so I'll catch everybody on the next one.